In this lecture, we will explore the foundational concepts of producer and consumer in RabbitMQ. These terms represent the core roles in RabbitMQ's messaging system. Understanding these roles is essential to effectively design, implement, and troubleshoot a messaging system in RabbitMQ. So first, let's understand the source, the producer. A producer is any application, service, or component that sends messages to RabbitMQ. Producers are responsible for creating and publishing messages to a queue or exchange in the RabbitMQ system. In the context of RabbitMQ, the producer creates the message. The producer defines the routing information such as exchange and routing key that determines where the message will go. The producer then sends the message to the RabbitMQ server. Hence, we can determine the characteristics of a producer as follows. The primary role of a producer is to send messages to RabbitMQ for further processing. Producers do not consume or process messages. Their job is solely to publish them. Finally, a producer doesn't need to know anything about the consumers. It simply sends messages to the system and RabbitMQ takes care of routing them to the correct queue or maybe multiple queues. A real-world analogy for producers would be, think of a producer like a post office. The producer is the person who writes a letter and sends it to the post office, which is RabbitMQ. The producer doesn't need to know who will receive the letter, just that the letter is sent to the right address, which is the queue in RabbitMQ. Now, what is a consumer in RabbitMQ? Well, a consumer is any application, service, or component that receives and processes messages from RabbitMQ. Consumers subscribe to queues where they wait for messages to arrive, retrieve those messages, and then process them in some way. In RabbitMQ, the consumer subscribes to a specific queue. Once a message is available in that queue, the consumer retrieves it for processing. After processing, the consumer may send an acknowledgment to RabbitMQ confirming that the message was successfully handled. Hence, we can deduce the characteristics of a consumer as follows. The consumer's role is to take the messages from the queue and perform some work on them. Example, data processing or sending notifications or maybe something else. Next, consumers send acknowledgments to RabbitMQ to indicate that the message has been successfully processed. This ensures reliability, meaning messages aren't lost. Finally, consumers don't know where the messages came from or who sent them. They simply wait for messages to arrive in the queue to process. A real-world analogy for consumers would be, consider a consumer like a mail carrier. They collect letters or messages from the post office, which is a queue, deliver them to the recipient, and then confirm the delivery or acknowledge the message. The mail carrier doesn't care who wrote the letter. Hence, we don't care about the producer. They just take it from the post office, which is RabbitMQ, and deliver it. The interaction between producers and consumers in RabbitMQ follows this basic flow. The producer publishes a message to an exchange in RabbitMQ. This message is routed to a queue based on the exchange type and routing key. Next, the message is stored in a queue where it waits for a consumer to process it. Now, one or more consumers are listening to that queue, so when a consumer is ready, it retrieves the message and starts processing it. After the consumer processes the message, it sends an acknowledgement, an ACK, to RabbitMQ, confirming that the message was successfully handled. Finally, once the message is acknowledged, RabbitMQ removes it from the queue, completing the transaction. Producers and consumers are essential components of the producer-consumer model in RabbitMQ. This model has several advantages. First one is decoupling of components. The producer and consumer do not need to be aware of each other. The producer just sends messages and RabbitMQ ensures the right consumer receives the message. This makes your application more modular and scalable. The producer and the consumer do not have to run at the same time or at the same speed. The producer can continue generating messages while the consumer processes them at its own pace. This allows for asynchronous communication, reducing tight coupling, and improving system efficiency. And if a consumer is down, the message stays in the queue until the consumer is ready to process it. This ensures reliability and prevents message loss. Multiple consumers can be added to a queue to process messages concurrently, distributing the workload. This allows RabbitMQ to handle high volumes of messages, ensuring horizontal scalability. And by adding multiple consumers to a queue, RabbitMQ automatically balances the load by distributing messages to available consumers. This ensures that work is evenly spread across consumers, improving system performance. So the key takeaways from this lecture are as follows. Producers send messages to RabbitMQ while consumers retrieve and process them. Producers and consumers operate asynchronously, making it possible for systems to run independently and at different speeds. The producer-consumer pattern enhances scalability, fault tolerance, and load balancing in distributed systems. RabbitMQ helps manage communication between producers and consumers, ensuring messages are delivered reliably and efficiently.